Hello, my name is Charlie Kasko and I am the chair of the Institute's Housing Task Force. Northeast Pennsylvania has historically been known for lower than average home prices due to its older housing stock. In the past, relatively low demand resulting from the region's declining population has also kept prices in check. These lower housing costs have underpinned the region's favorable cost of living, which helps draw people to the area. Since the onset of the pandemic, we have seen a marked increase in housing prices. In response, this research explores how local governments can promote more housing development and keep such prices affordable in Northeast Pennsylvania, building on last year's study, which explored the nature of these market conditions. The pandemic's effect on the housing market is central to the report's findings. During the onset of COVID-19, many people moved into the region from nearby major cities due to affordability and health concerns. From 2019 to 2021, the region saw population growth of nearly 3%, but for-sale inventory decreased by over 16%. While population growth is generally positive economically, the region already had a limited and aging housing stock. So any new influx of people puts significant stress on the housing market. With more people competing for limited housing, Northeast Pennsylvania saw significant housing price growth throughout 2022 and into 2023. As a result, rent has become increasingly unaffordable for the people working in the most common occupations in Luzerne and Lackawanna counties. Among the 20 most common occupations, the average worker in only 5 of them can afford homes in the region. Potential purchasers have had to contend with not only increases that have outpaced wage growth, but rising interest rates making mortgages more expensive. Conversations with local planners and developers confirm that housing that is affordable for middle-income Luzerne County residents is a major issue for the local housing market. To make housing affordable, municipalities need to prioritize the construction of more affordable middle-income housing. A prime way to do this is to reform local land use policies. Many communities, even in the more urbanized parts of the region, do not allow multifamily housing in many areas and mandate single-family homes instead. Primary research conducted throughout the study found that planners and developers view difficult zoning rules as a major barrier to more construction. It is recommended that municipalities reform their zoning laws to enable more multifamily housing to be built, because more housing options will put downward pressure on rent and home prices. Code reform can also help smaller developers enter the market. By simplifying the code and updating the approval process, municipalities can lower the barriers to entry for small developers and increase competition in the housing market. Turning blighted and abandoned properties back into housing can also improve the housing stock. A main tactic of blight remediation has seen progress in the region. In the last year, the Lower South Valley Land Bank was formed as a collaboration between Wilkes-Barre and surrounding municipalities. The bank joins the Lackawanna Land Bank in Scranton and the NEPA Land Bank serving the Pittston area. These organizations help put blighted properties back on the housing market by clearing back taxes and clarifying ownership. By resolving these issues, land banks ease the purchasing process. To supplement these efforts, land trusts can be created to purchase blighted properties. Land trusts are a community organization that buy land and then rent or sell the housing on the land. The trust maintains ownership to the land to protect it from being bought by speculators or turned into something other than affordable housing. While land trusts are self-sustaining with monthly rent and housing sales, they do need startup funding, which could come from American Recovery and Reinvestment Act allocations, other federal funds, or private philanthropy. Municipalities can also consider expanding their public housing offerings into what is known as social housing. By virtue of being mixed income, these projects can not only help fight economic and racial segregation, they can be more economically sustainable. Housing affordability is a complex topic, and no single solution will solve this problem everywhere. By adopting best practices and implementing these recommendations, local leaders can contribute significantly to keeping Northeastern Pennsylvania an affordable place for everyone. Thank you.